Hi ladies, this is Felice from the new Facebook page, Black, Single, Happy, and Free. As I said in my last video that I will be sharing videos from time to time with my personal thoughts, rants, craziness, whatever you want to call it. And this is going to be one of them. This weekend, I was out with some girlfriends, and we went to this really posh lounge here in Rome, one of my faves, and we were just kind of sitting there talking. And as I looked around the room, I noticed that there were, other women there, and every woman was doing the same thing, basically just kind of sitting there, bar stools, sofas, whatever, if they were, by themselves or with their girls. They were just kind of sitting there, casually talking, but, surveying the room, looking for a guy, and hopefully that some guy will come over and talk to them. Uh, and I was sitting there and thinking, as we were sitting there doing the same thing, because my friends kind of like, doing that. I'm not really a big fan of that, but my friends like doing it. And when, you go out, sometimes you make compromises and you do what your friends want to do. So I'm sitting there on the bar stool, and it just hit me that I hated it. I hate just sitting on a bar stool and waiting for a guy to come and pick me. And it doesn't have to be a bar stool. It can be a seat. It can be standing. It can be whatever. But I hate just sitting there and waiting for someone to come and pick me. And as I sat there, I thought about, like, why does this bother you? And I realized the reason why it bothers me is because I feel like one of those puppies in the window. The ones you're walking by and you see these puppies in the window and they're like, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. I'm the cutest puppy. I'm the cutest one. Pick me. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like I'm waiting there for some guy to come and pick me and say that I'm the best in the room. I'm the prettiest, and he's choosing me. And I hate the way that feels. And the reason why I hate it is because it gives the guy so much power. And I know you girls are saying, well, no, we're in the power position because they have to come by and choose us and we can reject them. And I'm like, no, we're in a position, we're sitting there because most of the times we're afraid to get up and be more assertive ourselves. So it's easier to kind of sit there and wait to be picked. And going back to the whole puppy thing, think about it. The puppies in the window, they are not in the power position. They are waiting for someone to come by, choose them, buy them, pick them, whatever. And they are the ones that are less powerful. The buyer is in the position of power. And that's what I feel like. I'm waiting there, waiting like the little prim, proper puppy, and waiting to get picked. And I hate it. Okay, and I know, it's a safer position. I know that at least when the guy comes over, you know that he likes you. I know that feels safer. But what I hate about it is sometimes you just don't have fun. While you're sitting there, you're waiting for life to start. It's waiting to have a good time. Yes, I'm having fun talking to my girls, but I can talk to my girls while we're shopping, at lunch, things like that. When we go out and we're sitting at a lounge, we're going there because also we're going to interact with guys. Why are we sitting there waiting for guys to interact with us? Why can't we get up and just start talking, just having conversations, just having some fun, laughing, joking? Every guy that you talk to doesn't have to be Mr. Right. It doesn't have to be Mr. Wonderful. Just kind of seeing them as people, and just having some fun instead of just kind of sitting there and waiting to be chosen, waiting for your life to start, be based on whether or not someone talks to you. And then when you go home, you complain that you didn't have a good time because no one came over and talked to you. When the reality is, if we just get up and start talking to people and having a good time, that, at the end of the night, even if you don't meet anyone, even if no one exchanges phone numbers, at least you've had a wonderful, wonderful time. You've had a fun time, and that's okay. That's truly okay. And sometimes when you just start talking to guys, sometimes, you may not be his cup of tea, but he may have someone that he thinks you'll be perfect for and introduce you to someone. And not saying that's the reason to talk to them, but sometimes that will happen also. But all I like to say is, girls, when you're out, get out of the window. Get out of the window, get up, move around, circulate, laugh, joke, and just be happy. And don't just sitting there and wait for life to happen. That's my rant for today. Bye.